Fundoshi is the traditional Japanese undergarment for adult males, made from a length of cotton. Before World War II, the fundoshi was the main form of underwear for Japanese adult males. However, it fell out of use quickly after the war with the introduction of new underwear to the Japanese market, such as briefs and trunks. Nowadays, the fundoshi is mainly used not as underwear but as festival clothing at Hadaka Matsuri, or sometimes as swimwear. Types and uses. The fundoshi is first mentioned in the classic Japanese history text, the Nihongi. They are also depicted on clay figures, haniwa. The fundoshi was the underwear of choice of every Japanese adult male, rich or poor, high or low status, until after the Second World War, when Americanization popularized elasticized underpants. There are several types of fundoshi, including rokushakus, kuroneko, moko, and echu. The fundoshi comes in several basic styles. The most relaxed type consists in a strip of cloth wound around the hips, secured at the small of the back by knotting or twisting, with the excess brought forward between the legs, and tucked through the cloth belt in front to hang as an apron. The second style, for people who are active, is formed when the cloth is wound around the hips so that there is an excess of apron, which is brought back again between the legs and twisted around the belt cloth in back. The rokushaku fundoshi is a length of cloth, the dimensions being 1 shaku wide and 6 shaku long. Roku is Japanese for 6, hence rokushaku. The fundoshi is often twisted to create a thong effect at the back. It was also the standard male bathing suit. Male children learning to swim during the early 1960s were often told to wear this kind of fundoshi because a boy in trouble could be easily lifted out of the water by the back cloth of his fundoshi. The third style, called echu fundoshi, which originated in the vicinity of Toyama Prefecture, is a long rectangle of cloth with tapes at one narrow end. Echu fundoshi is a length of cloth, however it has a strip of material at the waist to form a fastening or string. The dimensions are 14 inches width by about 40 inches length, and it is tied with the material strip in front of the body. One ties the tapes around the hips with the cloth at the small of the back, and then pulls the cloth between the legs and through the belt, letting the remainder hang as an apron. Such fundoshi were issued to Japanese troops in World War II, and often were the sole garb of Allied powers in tropic areas. The best material for this is a white linen or white cotton. Silk crepe may be used according to one's taste, but plain silk is not suitable. In winter it may be lined with similar material, but in other seasons it is always single. Both ends are hemmed to put cords through. One of the cords forms a loop to suspend the front end from the neck, and the other secures the back end by being tied in the front. The length of the fundoshi is about 5 feet. Variations. There are many other varieties of fundoshi, as there are many variations on the principle of a loincloth. For example, the moko fundoshi is made like the echu fundoshi but without a front apron. The cloth is secured to the belt to make a bikini effect. The kuroneko fundoshi is like the moko fundoshi except that the portion that passes from front to back is tailored to create a thong effect. Men do not, however, wear fundoshi as everyday clothing. That would be seen as eccentric. Fundoshi are mainly worn on specific, traditional occasions, particularly when participating in a Hadaka Matsuri. During February, nearly 10,000 men will gather at Saidaji Temple in Okayama wearing only fundoshi to participate in the festival in hopes of gaining luck for the entire year. The samurai wore it as underwear with armor combined with a shitage shirt. Sumo wrestlers also wear a form of this garment, mawashi. Fundoshi are often worn with a hat and a happy during summer festivals by men who carry mikoshi in Shinto processions. Outside Japan, it is perhaps best known from the drumming groups Ondakoza and Kodo, who appear dressed in only a white fundoshi and a headband. Fundoshi are sometimes used as traditional swimsuits. In some high schools, boys swim wearing fundoshi. The present Crown Prince of Japan also swam in fundoshi in his childhood. In the pools and beaches of Japan, fundoshi-wearing swimmers occasionally can be seen. In late 2008, the Japanese firm Oako began marketing fundoshi for women and have had greater than expected sales. The loincloths for women come in 7 different colors and 2 designs, plain and checkered. Cultural comparisons. The typically masculine Japanese idiom fundoshi oshamite kakaru means the same as the English phrase roll up your sleeves. In other words, get ready for some hard work.